Hello dear students, I am Anju Bansal and I welcome you all to my online English class.
Today I am here with the next chapter from your English literature book, Stone Soup in Bohemia. I have also added the question and answers at the end of this video, so please watch it till the end. This interesting and humorous story tells us that presence of mind and intelligence are more important and valuable than wealth or money. A person who is intelligent can overcome any challenge in his life. So let us read the story to know how a hungry soldier was able to get food for himself by using his wits and intelligence. This is an ancient story from Europe which is about 3 to 4 centuries old, about 300 to 400 years ago. In those days, after a war, the soldiers would return home and had to travel through many villages to reach back. As they had no money or food, they had to depend upon the kindness of the villagers and their smartness and intelligence to get food for themselves. Once, a soldier reached the small village of Bohemia. It was a very dull and shabby village. He reached the center of the village and unpacked his belongings, which were very few, like a leather pack, a blanket, and an iron cauldron. What is a cauldron? It is a big round pot which is used for cooking. He was very tired after the day's journey, so he wanted to relax. He stretched himself, loosened his coat, and took his boots off, and he settled down on the pavement. As he settled down, he felt hostility and a resentment among the villagers. They were very unfriendly and looked quite angry with him. Suddenly, an old man, the burgomaster, who's the burgomaster? The chief magistrate of the village, or you can also say the head of the village. He came there and told him very rudely that we are not going to feed you. No one from the village is going to help you, as he felt that he was a good for nothing, a useless person. He said that we already have to think about our own selves, so no one is going to help you in any way. The soldier could hear this very clearly because the burgomaster was bellowing, he was shouting loudly. Soon, many men and women gathered there, and all of them were also shouting and saying that they will not give him anything to eat, not even a single bean or a single pea pod. They were not ready to give him anything. They could have agreed to help if the soldier felt despondent, if he felt sorry and pleaded and requested them. But the soldier was not at all disappointed. He did not feel sorry at all. He was not disheartened and remained very cheerful. He bowed to everyone and also winked at the woman with a wart on her nose. He told them not to worry, as he wouldn't ask for anything from them. He would only spend the night there and mind his own business without disturbing anyone. He would go away the next morning. He also told them that he knew that soldiers like him were a disturbance, a nuisance, many times, but they should not worry. He just tried to clean his cauldron now and told them, I'll just clean my cauldron and I'll make a nice bowl of stone soup for myself. And saying this, he pulled out 2 large stones from his bags and popped them into the cauldron. He filled it up with some water from the village pump. He lit a fire of sticks and settled down upon the ground and waited for the brew to boil. What is the brew? The soup. All the villagers were shocked and they were surprised. They looked at him and they were wondering, what is this man doing? A stone soup? Is he mad? How can anyone make a soup from stones? What kind of stones might be there? Are they some magical stones? And anybody has heard of such type of a dish? क्या आपने कभी सुना है stone soup के बारे में? Can you make a soup from the stone? So all of them were started murmuring among themselves. They were whispering and talking and discussing amongst themselves. The soldier was a very smart and witty person. He kept stirring the pot with his wooden spoon and observed the villagers. He started making an interesting story and told them that it was a prehistoric recipe, a very old recipe which was given to him by a saint in China. Why? Because he had saved his life from the wild elephants. He also told them that the stone had the power to brew the most delicious and most tasty soup anyone had ever tasted. Saying this, he took a little water in his spoon and tasted it and appreciated it also. All the peasants, all the villagers, they looked at him in a confused manner and got more curious. The soldier also told them that it was the same soup which Alexander the Great drank before attacking Egypt. This was the soup from China, which was for the brave heroes. He said that he liked the villagers and would also like to make some soup for them. The cauldron was big enough, so he added some more water and increased the fire. The villagers could not believe this. The burgomaster asked him again that was it possible to make soup with stones and water only? The soldier confirmed it and said that yes, but it could become more tasty, more delicious if they added a little garlic, a few carrots, a little cauliflower, and some green vegetables. All these things would add to the taste of the soup. The villagers now looked at each other. They were all eager to taste the soup, but they were also doubtful and suspicious. No one wanted to go first, but suddenly they started thinking, what is the harm in bringing just one or two pieces of a vegetable? After all, they would also get to taste a stone soup, which they had never done before. So slowly, one by one, they all started moving to their houses and came back with their contribution. All of them brought a few vegetables from their house and dropped it into the cauldron. Soon, the soup had become thick with a delicious aroma. The soldier looked very happy. The soldier exclaimed that the people of the village were very benevolent and hospitable. That means they were very generous, kind, and helpful. And so it was going to be a wonderful dinner. He became very friendly with all of them and joked with them. He told them interesting stories from his experiences, and he also flattered the burgomaster. All the villagers sat around him, waiting anxiously for the soup to get ready. In between what he was going on doing, he was also tasting the soup and appreciating it. All of them had brought their soup bowls and arranged them on the pavement, and they were all sitting and waiting so that the soup would get ready. Finally, the soup was ready, and everyone enjoyed it. They called it exquisite, magnificent, and most delicious soup that they had ever tasted. They are all very happy. Why? Because they got the chance to taste this marvelous and miraculous soup from China. The soldier laughed to himself. He chuckles to himself. Why? Can you tell me? Yes, because he had fooled the villagers. He had cleverly made them contribute happily to make a delicious and satisfying soup not only for himself but for all of them also. I'm sure you all enjoyed hearing this story and have also understood that with our presence of mind, we can find a solution to any problem. Let us now discuss the question and answers of this lesson. First one is answer the following questions in about 30 words each. First question, how did the soldier react to the unwelcoming attitude of the villagers? The soldier was not disheartened at all. He was extremely cheerful. He bowed to everyone and tried to be friendly with them. Next one, What, according to the soldier, was the speciality of the stones? According to the soldier, the two stones had the power to brew the most delicious, the most mouth-watering soup that a man had ever tasted. Third one, why did the villagers initially hesitate to add anything to the soup? Answer is, the villagers initially hesitated because they were suspicious and didn't want to make a fool of themselves. Fourth one, what comments did the various villagers make on the quality of the soup? The answer is, the villagers made various comments on the quality of the soup. The burgomaster found it exquisite. The pottery merchant called it magnificent. The woman said that it was very tasty. All the people said that it was a miracle and a marvelous gift from China. Let us now do the question related to hots. What are the various methods that the soldier adopted to be friendly with the villagers? The answer is, the soldier adopted the following methods to be friendly with the villagers. He reacted positively to their unfriendly behavior. He greeted them and offered to make soup for them. He narrated interesting stories about his experiences and joked with them. The next question, based on life skills, there are two parts. The first part, presence of mind is a more valuable asset than wealth or strength. Elaborate the idea in a short paragraph. You have to write a short paragraph on this quotation. It is true that presence of mind is more valuable than wealth or strength. It helps us to find a solution to any problem easily. We can earn money with our wit and smartness, but we cannot buy intelligence with money. An intelligent person will use his money in a good way, whereas a foolish man will lose it in buying unnecessary things. Presence of mind can help us to achieve or get anything that we desire. The next one is, and the soldier chuckled to himself. What do you mean by chuckled? Chuckled means laughed. Why did the soldier do so? Discuss with your partner. The answer is, the soldier chuckled to himself because he had befooled the villagers and had his meal from the villagers. All the villagers were unfriendly and unhospitable, yet he managed to spend a night in the village and also satisfied his hunger using his wits. The next question is value-based question. Tough times don't last, but tough people do. How could the soldier ensure that he was not disheartened at all? The answer is, time never remains the same. It keeps changing. The difficult and tough time can pass away easily if we are positive and use our presence of mind. Just like the soldier, who was very strong and determined, he did not give up hope. Although the villagers were unfriendly and refused to help him, he managed to win their confidence and got what he wanted. The next question is your writing skills. You are a reporter who visits the village in Bohemia and listens to the fame of the stone soup. Write a news report to be published in your newspaper showing how a soldier used his wits to satisfy his hunger. Now students, for your report writing, you will always start with a headline. Then the second line is your byline, where you will write by and name of the reporter or name of yourself if it is not given in the question. Here I have given XYZ. You can write your own name. The next line is the month, the date and the place. Okay, so it is September 14, 2020, Bohemia. Then is your content. Yesterday, an amazing incident happened in Bohemia. A soldier used his wits to satisfy his hunger. The soldier came to this village and wanted to spend a night and also wanted some food. The villagers were unfriendly, but he was not discouraged. He told that he would prepare a delicious soup using 2 magical stones and also offered to make it for them. He said that if some vegetables were added, it would become more tasty. He was able to make the people contribute at least some vegetables to the soup. The villagers enjoyed the soup. In this way, the soldier satisfied his hunger and the stone soup became famous in the village. The soldier proved that any problem can be solved easily by using our presence of mind. Students, although I have given you all the question and answers, you can try to write in your own words. That would be more better. You can add a few points. You can just take hint from these answers. That's all for today. Thank you for now and goodbye.